It's time for health and well-being, and joining me for that today is our David Lomman. He's with us right now. Hello, David. How are you?
Very good, thanks, Dave.
Now, our topic for health and well-being, what are we concentrating on
today?
today?
We're going to talk about minerals today, Dave.
Okay, and it's an important area.
It is one of the building blocks of the body.
What are the important minerals?
Look, the important minerals are basically all of them. There is pretty well about 81 different minerals needed by the human body, and there's probably more that haven't been discovered yet. But the major ones that we need more of than anything else are calcium, magnesium, we need potassium, and we need sodium. They're the big four that we need. There's others that we need in smaller quantities like iodine for the thyroid, but each of the minerals has a specific place in the body where they need to go.
Why do we need them and what do they do for us?
Well, they're basically the structure of our body. So without them, our body is going to suffer in some way or another. The other thing that we need them for is that the enzymes in the body need to have minerals in order to be made, and the enzymes are one of the single most important things we can ever have in our body.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more as we concentrate on minerals today.
Well, calcium is needed by every nerve pathway of the body. So when they've looked at the research of it, and there are thousands and thousands of research papers on the uses of calcium in the body, they find that pretty well every part of the body needs calcium. The cell needs it, the liver needs it, it's needed through the structure of the bones need it. Every part of us needs it. It's one of the things that actually keeps us calm as well. One of the difficulties is that unless you know which calcium you're deficient in, and there are many, many different types of calciums, you can have too much of one calcium and not enough of others.
What about minerals throughout, from youth through to adulthood? Do they change how we need them and how they work in our body?
Definitely. Our need for minerals changes as we grow. So in the early stage of our life, we need more. In puberty and menses, when that's starting to happen for young girls, they need much more. In pregnancy, we need more. And in menopause, there is more needed as well. Men especially need more zinc as they age, and that is one of the things which will actually help offset the signs of enlarged prostate, is that they've found where they've done the studies that zinc deficiency is one of the things which is very, very apparent in enlarged prostate.
David, what foods are the best for us for minerals?
Live foods. Mm-hmm. Now, when I say live foods, what I mean is foods which are naturally grown, unprocessed as much as possible, and delivered to our plate fairly fresh. So I believe that organic would be a better choice than normal grown foods. However, I've seen pretty lousy organic foods as well. So it's about personal choice, and it's making sure that the food that you buy does not go off in a day or two. When you start to see those black spots on it, that's a deficiency of minerals. When you start to see food go moldy, that is a deficiency of minerals in the food itself.
Is there too much, in your thoughts, processing going on with our foods nowadays?
Far too much. It's not so much the processing. I don't know if any... when you listen to the commercials, they sing the praises of certain foods, and that tends to hook people into believing that those foods are good for us, but those foods don't necessarily contain all the minerals that our body needs. The advertising that has been done on food is huge, and it really does affect our food choices.
How do people find out a good balance for them and how to get the most amount of minerals and the right path for food?
Basically, if people stick to what is freshly grown, if they stick to good quality meats, if they're an animal product eater, they're good quality fish, good quality free-range chickens, free-range eggs, and they eat as much organic food as they can get in the forms of linseed, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, all the different types of seeds, some nuts, but you have to be careful with nuts, and I'll go into that more later. And generally, foods which enhance the body, and particularly vegetables.
Now, we're about to take a short break. When we come back, what will we be talking about?
We're going to talk about digestion again, because the amount of minerals that you have in your body is going to regulate the capacity of your body to actually digest your food.